So Joni Ernst, the founder of the DOGE caucus, went before the Senate and she essentially gave a 5-point plan for what they're going to do on the congressional level to drain the swamp. Here's what she said.
My proposal includes selling off thousands of vacant and underutilized buildings, auditing the IRS to fire the thousands of employees who owe tens of millions of dollars in unpaid taxes, pulling the plug on Biden's billion-dollar boondoggles for gravy trains that never leave the station and electrical vehicle stations that aren't charging up anything but debt, bagging the swag and propaganda promoting government programs and agencies at a cost of $1.5 billion a year, and changing the composition of coins so we stop losing money, making money.
This right here is how a corporation works. If you want the profit in your company to go up, or in the United States case, if you want the debt to go down, if you're trying to get rid of the debt, there's two things you can do. You can either increase your revenue in some form, or you can decrease your expenses. It's the only things you can do. It's that simple. And what Republicans are doing is what needed to happen long ago. And I'm very happy Republicans are taking this issue because I think it will become one of the most important issues probably starting in 2028. And they're kind of ahead of the game, which is great. We don't really have a revenue problem in those two things, right? We want to decrease the debt. We don't really have a revenue problem. We have lots of money in the US. The Fed can technically print money if they want to, which of course will cause inflation. But again, it's not a revenue problem. The problem is it's an expenses problem, and fixing it should include the big stuff, like firing useless bureaucrats, which will definitely save a lot of time and money. But it also can include the small stuff. And I like that they're included. Again, it's very much like a corporation. From the big stuff to the small stuff, she's talking about not making expensive coins anymore. Those are very simple things that we can just stop doing. And then our expenses go down. And then, like I said, our profit goes up. And this is one of the biggest success stories of Donald Trump, I think, and what he brings to the table as a politician. I think it will be a massive success in the next 2 years. If you look at Donald Trump, the reason why he's successful is because he's a businessman. And he approaches the executive branch in the United States like a businessman. And I think what really tripped him up in 2016, and this would have tripped me up big time, is that the bureaucracy has expanded so much that the chief executive of our country, which is the president, cannot actually control the things that he's supposed to control. In other words, if you're the CEO of a company and you have a branch of your company and you think that needs big reform, it is costing us way too much money, it's not making us any money, that CEO in this context can't even reform it. And that's how the United States works, is the president. He realized, I think, in 2017, when he was put in as president, he realized, I can't even get rid of the Fed. I can't get rid of the Department of Education, all these awful things, even though it's underneath the executive branch. And so what DOGE is going to do is put the power back in the president's hands, which is a good thing because he can actually be held accountable. And so he created an efficiency commission. And here's the other thing. Who's in charge of that efficiency commission? 2 billionaires who know how to run a business, what it takes. Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy. Obviously, everyone remembers Elon Musk. When he got to Twitter, the first thing he did was he fired 80% of the employees, and Twitter got better after. And I don't know their money, but I'm assuming their profit margin went up as well because they're not spending so much on their overhead for all those 80% of employees that they got rid of. So that's exactly what I hope happens with DOGE, that they get rid of 80% of the bureaucrats as well as all the little things that Senator Ernst talks about. And as I said before, DOGE is the single thing I'm most excited for about Donald Trump's second term in office. And I think in the eyes of history, it is going to define not just this presidency, but both of his presidencies. Hey guys, I want to tell you about a special deal that Quick Tax America is running right now. They are doing all federal tax returns for only $69, no matter how complicated your taxes are. It only takes 30 minutes to do it because they actually have professionals do it rather than having you spend 4 hours do it. So again, it's only $69. Go check them out at quicktaxamerica.com as soon as you have your tax documents so you can get your best return. The link is in the description below as well. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you haven't already, go down below, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and watch another video.